Hi, I'm Pat.
I'm Kristen.
I'm Samir.
And I'm Jared.
We're Flyleaf.
And you're watching Loudwire. Man, the lyrics they're just kind of all a conglomeration of where we've been over the past couple years. You know, we all dealt with certain losses in our lives, certain being unsure of where we were going. And I think there's definitely part of you that wants to quit in those moments. But then I think the fact that we all got to come together and have these shared experiences of trying again and finding that kind of hope inside and the hope together. And so I think there's a lot of hope in this album. There's also a lot of honest experiences with maybe it's a relationship that wasn't working out. Maybe it's someone who turned their back on you. Maybe it's knowing someone who's struggling with addiction. Just a variety of themes that are taking you on this life's journey that we all have. But the last song, Home, is about that hope at the end, you know, and so I think that's definitely something that we strived for. We let the songs kind of become what they were, but then we always wanted to meet back to a place of hope, and that's what life's about.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like, you know, in the past we've been very cryptic in our lyrics, and and I feel like with Between the Stars, there's so much more literal imagery that I think in a way, you know, it's kind of more difficult to write things that are that literal and it be able to speak to someone like on a deep level. And I feel like, you know, that was achieved on Between the Stars. What's the title of the record? What band am I in?
Set Me on Fire was written, was that a year ago?
About a year ago.
Yeah, in Atlanta. And the three of us had read the first Divergent book. And that's kind of where the inspiration came from, that the experience of the main character falling in love.
Yeah, Triss's character, she experiences love for the first time. She experiences a lot of dangerous stuff for the first time, too. You know, the book's set up in 5 factions, and she goes from a faction where she was supposed to wear gray, and she was supposed to be very humble all the time, and she wasn't supposed to have tattoos or anything, you know, like that. And so she joins this new faction where the initiation is she's jumping off buildings and she's having knives thrown at her head, and she feels the passion of love for the first time. And so the title Set Me on Fire just came in my mind because it seemed like she would rather have that experience of being set on fire than feel nothing, you know. And that's a way I'd love to live my life, you know what I mean, just really experiencing life.
Yeah. I mean, it's about that moment of realization of like why you're alive and what you were made for.
We wrote Marionette pretty shortly after Set Me on Fire, actually. So I think we felt like we were getting in a groove for the album writing. Mm-hmm. That was when I felt really like, okay, yeah, I'm getting where we're going with this. And the chorus of Marionette I wrote because of some experiences I had actually had joining this band and some of the kind of ridicule that I'd experienced being compared to their previous lead singer, and just a lot of stuff online was pretty intense for me at the time. And so I knew that I needed to write a song that made me feel free of that and say something back without saying, you know, throwing insults back. And but once the song evolved and once the guys and I wrote it together and explored the themes in the verses, it really became even bigger than just online bullying. You know, it became just anytime someone's trying to control you or put you in a box, you know, you need a place where you can go to say, no, let me go. This is my experience. You know, we're all special. We all have unique experiences and we all have something to share. And so that's what Marionette's about.